Way down the field it goes, and intercepted down there by Leindecker.
I remember after the game thinking I didn't want that weekend to ever end. I mean, it was just the greatest weekend that we had ever experienced.
It's been 2 years since Tressie Leindecker watched her son and his teammates at Parkview Baptist make their championship run. A lot can happen in 2 years, especially if you're Caleb Leindecker.
Yeah, Caleb had a good spring for us going into his sophomore year. And in the fall, he actually ended up starting for us both ways. The first game at wide receiver and at cornerback. Then as the year went on, he settled in at cornerback and started all 15 games and actually had an interception in the state championship game also. So he had a great sophomore year.
And his junior year was set to be huge. But over the summer, football became a far-fetched idea.
June 25th, 10 o'clock, I called looking for him, and finally his girlfriend answered the phone, and she was hysterical, and she just kept saying there's a bad accident, and it's really bad.
So just yards away from the Mississippi River, some high school kids were out to have a good time. Pickup trucks were all over the place, but one of them got stuck right here. Another one showed up to try to help out. Caleb Leindecker was helping out in the middle of the two trucks. It's that position that changed his life forever.
I mean, I could see muscles and all kind of stuff just hanging out.
A few days after the accident, doctors decided that they would have to take Caleb's left leg.
Probably the worst words I'd ever heard in my life.
In the months that followed, there were more than a dozen procedures, countless hours of surgery, and excruciating months of rehab. And of course, the biggest blow of all:
not being able to play football.
Most people might lose their left leg and lose their will to do anything. But Caleb Leindecker is different, and his family set a goal for him to one day put that PBS helmet on again.
I think they thought we were in an emotional state, that we were just setting some standards or some goals out there, and that was our hope. I don't think they took us seriously.
A lot of amputees that I've talked to and stuff, a lot of them just give up. They don't think there's any hope left or whatever, but I was just raised differently. I was raised by my parents not to ever quit.
And he didn't. By the start of the '08 football season, Caleb was back on the field, not getting any playing time, but back as part of the team.
And I was even doubting myself on the way here, that as a parent, did I do the wrong thing? I knew that we had done the right thing. It was for him to be normal again.
Of course, there were setbacks, new prosthetic legs, and issues with the skin underneath his knee that caused times of frustration. But as you might be able to tell, quitting is not a word that Caleb understands.
You got to live your life as if your last day is tomorrow. You know, why play scared? It's just not worth playing scared.
So fast forward to a moonlit high school night. Caleb walked onto the field for the last regular season game of his senior year, number 2 on his chest, and his life support system locked arm to arm. Caleb knew his chances of playing were slim, but with the game well in hand, Caleb got his shot as the holder, and even that wasn't easy. But like always, Caleb managed to battle the ups and downs, this time of football no different than he has in life, something he's learned earlier than most his age, but somehow he's handled better. For the LHSAA Report, I'm Sean Temple.